Good evening. So tonight, for Hotel Jams, I'm going to show you this really cool Epiphone Lucille guitar made by Epiphone. I said that. It's a BB King signature model, kind of made after the Gibson version of Lucille that they made for BB King. And so it's a really cool guitar. It's kind of different. It does not have F holes like most hollow bodies do. BB King liked a solid top on his hollow body guitars. So he went to Gibson, and Gibson, that's what they made for him, what he asked for. You have six position selector switch here. It gives you a whole different palette of different guitar tones. Typical, Gibson 2-volume, 2-tone controls for 2 humbuckers, which you'll normally find in the ES guitars and the Les Pauls. You do have the nice block inlay and the tag down here on the model. In the end, it's a metal stamp plate. It says BB King, and at the top it says Epiphone, and it's the Lucille model. So, real cool guitar. This is kind of a, for me, it's really the first time I've sat down to play it. I've had it about a year, and it has a pretty unique story to it, kind of a sad story, in that the man who owned this guitar had a house fire, and he had several guitars, and some of them did get a little fire damage, this one included. But it actually still plays really well. It's not affected by it. So I'll show you the back. Don't know if you can see that, but there it is. So you can see where this took a little heat from a house fire. The guitar survived, plays great, but I believe that the man in the house passed as a result of the fire. So I imagine there's probably something pretty special about this guitar, just in that. And it deserves to be kept up and taken good care of, I think, in the spirit of him. So anyway, this guitar has been to the great legendary Kenny Marshall out of Newport News, Virginia. Kenny is definitely known as probably the most elite luthier in the area. The guitar went to Kenny. He did a setup on it. I think he had to file a couple of frets that might have had high spots in them, so he did a nice setup on the guitar. Plays fantastic. This is just my kind of out of the box, and just now getting to sit down and play this guitar after a year of ownership. And what I'm impressed with is it's so easy to play. As far as sliding around, the action is great. And the thing that I've learned about it is with this gauge of strings, which I believe are 9 gauge, you don't have to play very hard. Actually, the softer you play, the better the tone you're going to get out of the guitar. Jazz and stuff like that, or if you want to play the blues and play some BB King. Just pick soft, and you can fly all over the neck with this thing. So I'm not going to play a whole bunch on it. This is just kind of my review, though, of the Epiphone. I think it's an older Epiphone, too. I'm sure it is. I think they probably made them for a while, maybe stopped making them, and then brought them back and are making them again. This is definitely one of the original versions, and it's a really cool guitar. I'm playing unplugged tonight. Obviously, I don't have an amp or anything with me. So my thoughts right out of the bag are that I think these are cool guitars. If you can grab one of these, you're not going to see many of them. But if somebody's selling one, they're selling it cheap. I tell you, they're really fun to play, and you can get a lot of different tones out of that 6-position switch here as well. So, like I said, very cool. All black. It's got cream binding, you know, top and bottom. Really cool. Got the block inlays, and like I said, the stamped BB King plate, truss rod cover, and it is Lucille. So, anyway, great guitar. I'm looking forward to playing it for a while. Have a good night.